welcome back to another figure review. Today we're doing the Avengers Age of Ultron Hot Toys movie masterpiece, Thor. Now, there's no shipper with this, unfortunately, but obviously, once again, I'm very grateful to be reviewing it. It's not my figure. I haven't actually done a Thor review before. If you're a loyal subscriber of my channel, you'll know that I have, but I don't count it as Thor because it's so shit. But yeah, this is definitely a step up from the other old Boar. We'll call him Boar. So here you have the box. It's uniform to the other Avengers boxes. You'll see that in a future review what I'm going to do of Captain America and Mark 43 and War Machine Mark 2. It's just to name a few. They're all uniform. They have this Avengers logo that carries on over to the side, textured. Picture of the character, which in this case is of course Thor. Avengers Age of Ultron with these white lines going across. You have the augmented reality app sticker here. I'm not going to use that in this video. I'm sorry. I don't really care. It says Hot Toys movie masterpiece here. And then you got Thor's hammer in this foil here. Picture carries on along the side. On the other side, you've got Thor MMS 306, I believe. 306. 1/6 scale collectible figure. Thor. Hammer. Mjolnir, not hammer. Carries off onto the side. It says Thor MMS 306 1/6 scale collectible figure. And then on the bottom it says Avengers Age of Ultron. On the back, it's Avengers logo again, as seen on the other Age of Ultron boxes. This is Thor MMS 306 1/6 scale collectible figure. Sticker to prove that it's genuine. Warning choking hazard. And it has all this garbage. Anyway, so if you lift up the box slit, this is where you would normally see the figure. It comes in this nice box. Again, we have the hammer. And it says Thor. It says everything on the respective sides. So if you lift up this flap, which is always a pain because it always gets creased. On every single Age of Ultron box, or the Ant-Man box is quite similar to this, you will get this crease. So don't think it's just you. Every single box has this crease in exactly the same way. So if you pull it out of its box, we have all of the hands and all the accessories. So we're going to get these out and put it on display with the actual figure. Okay, so here is Thor out of the box. Or should I say, Paul? Haha. I'm joking. He looks a bit like Paul Walker, I've got to admit. I'm sorry. I just don't think this is as dead on as it should be, but oh well, we'll get onto that. So here are his accessories. We've got the hammer holding hand. We've got two of them, left and right. We've got a relaxed palm, open grasping hand, and two fisted hands that come on the figure. Got this lightning thing that you attach to the hammer. It's quite nice. Like, people complain about these, saying that they're a bit stupid that they come with them. Whatever comes with it, okay, just accept it. It comes with it. There's nothing you can do about it by bitching about it. That's just sort of my view on most things, but we're not going to get into my views, even though we always do. Anyway, so here we've got one hammer that, as you can probably tell, it's plastic. There's a reason for that. I'll tell you why in a minute. And then we have this metal hammer that you can see is a lot more shiny. It's not scratched. It's actually supposed to look like that. Bit more detail, I guess. Oh, you can see the nice shine on that. And then you have this nice strap. We've been through Thor's hammer before. Well, I don't know if we did. I don't know what that figure was supposed to be last time, but oh well. So, yeah, this is because this is a light-up hammer. As you can see, the screw somewhere there on the bottom. Trying to focus in on it. Yep, you can see the screw there on the bottom and the detail. But yeah, this lights up. I'll show that off with the lights off so you can get a better look at that. But there is Thor. Oh, there's his nice stand as well. Sort of standard Age of Ultron stand. It says Avengers Age of Ultron Thor. the custom Avengers logos. Now, I don't think these get enough praise, these stands. Terrible for posing. For some reason, these stands are more awful than the old stands for posing, but I do prefer it because there's just a bit more to them. They do take a bit more up a bit more room, but I'm not really fussed about that. But yeah, they're a lot nicer, and I like the custom sort of Avengers logos. They look really nice. But there is Thor and his accessories. Now let's move on to articulation, then we'll get him posed up. Okay guys, so we've got the hammer here. Just push the figure off to the side. This is the plastic one with the light up feature. We've just tried it in the dark, and I'm sorry, it doesn't look very good. But if you twist the handle on the plastic hammer left, you can see it lights up to give a lightning effect. Don't know how well you can see that, but yeah, looks pretty decent. You can, in the dark, you can still, it sort of illuminates the letters as well. It looks great, and I'm really sorry that I can't show it to you in that way. But yeah, that's basically it, just sort of showing you how it looks and how you do it. It's really seamless. It's great because I don't understand how they can do this, but they can't do this on the Iron Man figures. And that you've got to take the head off and do all that bullshit. But you know, it's just better that you just get to twist and it's on. It's great. But yeah, now we're just gonna move on to articulation. Okay guys, so the reason why I seem so happy and smiley, not really, I'm joking, but is because last time, honestly, it was an absolute nightmare to get the last Thor review done, because the sleeves kept popping out and all that, and it was just, I fucking hate that figure. Anyway, so we're going to start with his head now. I've got to be careful with this because obviously, as you can see, his hair goes down quite a lot. It's got a nice little bobble in the back. Like I said about this head sculpt, I've said what I need to say. I think it's good, but I don't think it's spot on. I think it's probably the eyes. The eyes don't look very dead on to me. Anyway, maybe one day they'll get Chris Hemsworth's figure right. It's very late. So you can look down about that much. You can look up. Now, you know, you can take the head off as well. You just pop that back on. There we go. So you can look up. Not a lot, because we've already tried that. You can look left about that much, right about that much, because of the hair, it really does hinder it. The arms, you can lift them outwards, very high. You have to sort of push that back up a bit, like you do on an Iron Man figure. His wrists, 360 degrees, they bend in and out, and they come off as well. Jesus, everything on this figure's coming off. Let me just time this on. Sorry about this. There we go, that's back on. And then you can, this arm here, there is, as you can see here, there's no joints. You can see all of his arm, which to me looks fantastic. It feels a bit strange because it's made of rubber, the arm, but I think that's fantastic. But obviously people just had to find something to complain about, and they said that this is quite stressed. Please be careful with your figures, you know, don't be ridiculous with them. Like, you don't have to wear gloves and stuff while handling them, that's ridiculous. But you know, just don't be playing with them. You know, they're not toys, but they're not dolls. You know, they're collectibles. And I just shouldn't have to tell you that, but that's just a little disclaimer. And I am looking at you, Sean. I'm sorry. Anyway, you bend his arm right up to there on this joint. Yeah, doesn't go any further than that. It sort of just comes back down. That's one thing it's brought over from the other Thor figure. The arm likes to come back down. The hand likes to come off apparently as well. The arm does like to come back down. It's not as a drastic scale as the last Thor figure, because that was awful. But you know, that's just, yeah, it can bend up to there. The bicep rotation is not very great. It doesn't move that much. Next, there is no ab crunch. No, there's no ab crunch. You can lift his legs up about this high. You don't really want to do any more than that because this is rubber and it will stay in that position. You can bend his leg up really high, enough to just give himself a kick up the arse. His upper thigh rotation is really, really good. You can see that moving around, that's fantastic. He has very good ankle pivot, surprisingly, so Shartimus Prime will be happy. His foot lifts up great, but it does look a bit strange, but if you're okay with that, then that's fine, I guess. It really does look strange, that. Yeah, it does anyway. So his foot goes back again. That looks even worse. But yeah, he's all well and good. But yeah, you get the point. It really, it speaks for itself. The posability. I reckon they sort of learnt their problems with Thor figures. I didn't get the Dark World Thors, either of them. But compared to that other Thor, this really is a great figure for the posability of it. So now, after articulation, I keep calling posability, sorry about that, it's articulation, but yeah, now we're going to move on, we're going to do a couple of poses and then we're going to move on to the final verdict. Hey guys, so I've got Thor in his first pose. Now, I haven't got the flash on this time because I just want you to kind of see that light, if you can, a bit on the hammer. There you go, and then you got the lightning effect coming off it. I think this looks great. Yeah, I think that lightning effect does look really fantastic with it. It complements it a lot. But yeah, there we go. That's the first pose. We're going to do one more and then we're going to move on to my final verdict. Oh, you lost your hammer. Oh well. Okay guys, so here is Thor in his final pose and this is my final verdict. Okay, I can... Of course, like I've said, it is better than the previous Thor that I've got. Oh, one thing I didn't actually mention, I keep forgetting things, sorry about this, is the cape is a lot better on this one than the other one. You can see how it slowly goes darker as you get lower down. But yeah, if I was going to complain about something, I've got to complain about something. It would definitely be the head sculpt. I still don't think it's absolutely spot on. But really, other than that, I think it's pretty much what you need. I think the price is a bit too much though, and that's not me just being a bit, jammy. It's just that I think the price is a bit too much for what you get. If I remember rightly, it's about 220 quid, something like that. Somewhat along the lines of that anyway, and it's not worth it, really. But if you want this in your Avengers setup, it's a great figure. And you get the two hammers, which is good. You get the first light up hammer ever, which is obviously great. You don't get those stupid, the armour pieces on his arms anymore. I personally don't really like that look, but that's just me. But yeah, I definitely recommend this figure, so go pick it up, guys. And that's all from me. Like, comment and subscribe, and stay tuned for my next review. Not sure about what it's going to be, but I'll have it over for you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Take care.